Hello. How many of you have ever felt pain in your body before? That's probably everyone. And how many of you have had chronic pain that you would like to be done with? Dr. Sarno says that 90% of our physical pain comes from an emotional pain. At the film festival that I was at a couple months ago in Sedona, there was a film called All the Rage, and it focused on Dr. Sarno's work because, especially when he started it, it was so revolutionary. He has the book Healing Back Pain as well as a few other books. Well, what he found out was that when we have emotional pain, especially as it gets to be bigger, it's very hard to deal with that. So what happens is that instead we transfer that pain to the physical body to distract us from the emotional pain so that we don't need to address the emotional pain. This is very important because I often talk about the connection, right, between the physical and the non-physical parts of ourselves. And this was very specifically studied by this doctor and then other doctors who are continuing his work and his theories, like Dr. Dave Clark, who I interviewed last week for my upcoming podcast. One of the things that he says is people who have physical pain are incredibly courageous because you're dealing with so much in your life, and even just to deal with that pain for so long. So don't feel like it's an avoidance factor necessarily. Also remember, our culture doesn't accept emotional pain as an okay thing. It's not something okay to express. It's not something okay to feel. It's a bad thing. And so because we can't sit there and actually process it and go through it, then it needs to go somewhere. It needs to have a flow of energy. So lately I've been talking about the flow of energy that money brings. This is a flow of energy through our body, through our emotions, through all the facets that we are. Because we are mostly made of energy, and energy is in motion, it's going to want to shift. It's going to want to move. Every moment of our lives, something different comes in, and that will trigger motion. It has to, right? When we get really rigid, and then something light hits us, and we stay rigid, the whole thing falls over. But when we have movement and flexibility, then we get a slight hit, we can bend around that. The main tip that I got from this movie about how to process that emotional pain is journaling. Very interestingly, I just had a guest who is taking a personal retreat. He's been journaling for, I think, a lot of his life, and he took this time to read through all of those journals. Maybe he said the past 12 years. That's a long time. But what he did was probably, he didn't say this, but probably finished processing anything that was left to process from the past. What he talked about was it helping him understand more of where he is by what's happened in the past, and it makes him appreciate how far he's come. But if there is anything from the past, go ahead and write about it. I had one teacher who actually said, for each thing that you're angry about, to write 7 pages about the anger, to the thing, to the person. This is 7 pages double-sided, so it's actually 14 pages. And if you think about how much is built up in that anger, there's so much content involved with it, involved with what didn't go well and how we want things to be different. All the things that we didn't communicate that we should have. These are all things that are going to help flow the energy. So let's get that pain out of our body if you are part of that 90%. And let's let those emotions just move through as they need to, knowing that they're okay. There's a sense of embrace with them. It's really okay for all of that to happen. I believe that emotions are actually part of the human experience and what we came here for. And even those negative emotions and those cycles that we get caught up in over and over and over again, because there's a fascination with feeling that negative emotion as well. Of course, many of us would rather do something else than be stuck in that position. So find a way to get unstuck. The main tip I'll give you here is to journal. Have a beautiful, blessed, free rest of your day. Bye-bye.